Okay, as I was working on the rear brakes, the FedEx lady showed up, so we got our exhaust now. So we're just gonna go ahead and dive in and open it up. I will have a link to this exhaust kit. It does work for Camaros, other Novas, all sorts of stuff. As far as I understand, if there is any trimming to do, it's very simple and straightforward cutting. But for the most part, this all goes together on its own. I'd probably be better off to do all this on the ground, but that'd be way too easy. Come on. These staples. How does staples get so strong in cardboard? Oh, some of those in there, man. How do they? It's literally just stapling into cardboard, but yet they're in there so stinking good. I've seen nails stuck in 2x4s with less strength. Okay. Let that go. Oh, okay, it opens that way. Okay. Alright. I was trying to open it wrong. Okay, here we go. Alright, what all do we got here? That looks crazy huge. This looks way bigger than 2.5 inches. That is ridiculous. This is going to be a huge upgrade compared to what I got, guys. That is massive. I would have never guessed 1/2 inch makes that big of a difference. I'm talking about exhaust. Yeah. Alright, so we'll set that down. That is crazy thick stuff too. Okay. So this is the part I'm slightly worried about. It doesn't say directly what it hooks up to on exhaust wise. So I'm hoping that hooks up to 3-inch collector. But we'll see how it goes. I'm assuming these are mufflers. It just comes with basic turbo mufflers, nothing fancy. Turbo mufflers are what I have now. Which before I install this kit, I will give you guys a startup of what it sounds like. Okay. Alright. That goes. Oh, that's. I can feel a slight breeze, which that's pretty impressive. If I can still, if I can blow through this and still feel some coming out the other end, in my opinion, that's impressive. That means it's a pretty straight through design, which for most cases, that's not what, depending on what car you have, that's something I didn't want anything that was going to deaden the sound too much. So I'm happy with that. Okay, yeah, this is a all-inclusive kit. So all that's in there is just pipes, as you guys know. And then it comes with all your clamps. This part number for this, let me make sure this is the same before I read off this one. 6. Okay, all right. So the part number is 680101. It is again from Summit Racing. It's $221. Free shipping because it's over $100, so you can't beat it. So I'm going to finish up these brakes, and then I'm going to give it a cold start and let you guys hear it run before I swap all this over. And yeah, so I'm probably going to finish up the brakes off camera just because that's something really boring, and I don't like giving guys sped up stuff all the time. So I'm going to jump to it and see how much I can get done. Alright guys, so the Nova hasn't rained in a few days. I've been working on it, so naturally it just hasn't rained. So I'm not quite for sure how well the startup is going to go here. But yeah, so I guess we're just going to go for it. This is with the 2-inch exhaust all the way back. So. Okay, so I don't want it to get too hot, but that's kind of where it's at. I mean, you guys are right next to the exhaust there, so I might. No, honestly, I'm just gonna go for it and take it all off. So I'm gonna take all of this off, and then I'll turn the camera back on. So I just got the driver's side out, and I cut out this small section of it so I can show you guys. So this is the 2.5-inch exhaust from Summit, and this pipe literally sits inside of it with room to spare. Of course, like I know naturally going from 2" to 2.5" is going to be a size difference, but this is like, in person, this is crazy. Let me show you guys real quick if I can get a good shot of it. So for size comparison, that's what we're dealing with here. It is going to sound so much better and hopefully look a lot better. Well, looks don't really matter, just flow better. Let me say that. So it's going to flow better and sound a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and go about putting it on. It's pretty straightforward. You just have, all together, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces on each side. So you just do this from the collector, a straight piece, your muffler, and the piece up and over the axle. Don't have a whole lot of room to film in, I'm sorry. Okay, so I got the exhaust welded in place now. Honestly, I'm not quite for sure what I would do if I didn't have a welder with this exhaust kit. That would suck, so warning for this kit, if you don't have a welder, I'm not quite for sure what to tell you. This kit was supposed to be plug and play, ready to go. All the pipes did line up perfectly. It was just these hangers that I had issues with. But anyway, let me show you guys what I did. So it's gonna be really hard to see, but right here, so here's the bump stop, right here. This is the bump stop, and then right on top of it, I have a piece of metal going in. This piece, this 90 right here, could be cut off, and I'll probably end up cutting it off. But then it goes straight across to an exhaust hanger, and it's holding in place. And again, that's how it's supposed to be from the kit. Like, other than adding that 90 in there to extend it a little bit, I didn't do anything different. That's how it's supposed to be done with the exhaust hanger. I know it's not super professional, but that is how it's supposed to be. But anyway, on to what's really weird. I was messing with the blinkers, and I was trying to get them to work. And then let me show you guys what started happening here. Let me get my keys out of my pocket. Okay, I'm gonna turn you around. Okay, so the interior is a little bit messy. I do have some wiring stuff in here. But I put the key in, went to start it, and as soon as I switch to ignition on, as you guys can see, the dome light's on, and I switch over, and I got nothing. So as soon as I turn it back off, the dome light comes back on, and I have absolutely nothing. So I'm not quite for sure what's going on. I don't know if it's the LED bulbs themselves. They were working for a few seconds, and then they quit working. I do believe what I have in there is an LED flasher, but I ordered another one on Amazon just to be safe. I don't know if maybe that's blown, but I don't see how that would cause all my accessories inside to not work. Literally nothing on the inside of the car is working. I can't get the engine to crank or anything, so I can't give you guys a glimpse of that. So I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and come back out here and work on it a little bit and see where I can't get. Because I don't know what to do. I have less than a week before the car show and less than a week before it's supposed to be getting painted. So I'm gonna get that figured out. Okay, so the weirdest thing ever just happened. So I literally just came out here and I put the car in accessories mode just to see what happens. And just a reminder, last night, all I did was replace 2 LED bulbs in the trunk. I replaced one of my blinkers, and like the rear blinkers and the side marker in the rear passenger side. That's all I did. I didn't touch any wiring whatsoever. And then I got, as you guys saw, it wouldn't crank, wouldn't do anything. But anyway, so I just come out here and I slip the keys in. Everything, other than needing the gas pedal pumped once or twice, everything's working. I have no clue what's going on. So honestly, I think I'm just going to send it. There's no blown fuses or anything. So I'm just going to send it. I'll call it good. I'm going to wrap up some of the other stuff around here. I also need to plug the GoPro in. It's almost dead. But I don't think there's actually anything left to do. I need my flashers on the way. I need to get the part for the front brakes. And that's it. So I'll turn the GoPro on whenever I finish everything up, I guess. Okay, so at this point, I just feel defeated, but at the same time, not, because it ran really great today. I feel defeated because I haven't gotten to show you guys yet. So I finally got it started whenever I got back from getting gas and everything for it. Find out the alternator's dead, and so it's not really wanting to run right because the battery can't stay charged. So I called AutoZone, and thankfully I have a lifetime warranty alternator. Their alternators just suck, so I am working on getting a new one. It's supposed to be here in the morning, which sucks because I had literally everything ready for it to be inspected tomorrow. So hopefully I can get the alternator on and off really quick and then put it back on. And yeah, so yeah, that's what's going on. But I'm not going to end this video until I can put a clip of it running in here. Every time I get it started, I'm like, oh, okay, let me just make sure everything's right. And then I'll go and turn the camera on, and I'm just backtracking on myself here. So yeah, so I'll get the alternator in the morning and then I'll turn the camera back on. Okay guys, so I finally got the alternator changed and this one looks a lot better. Let me show you guys. So this one, it's the same one, like I just used the lifetime warranty, but it came with a chrome pulley on there. It actually kind of looks like a billet pulley, so I'm not quite for sure why, but it was different. Anyway, so I'm gonna fire this up real quick just to make sure it's good to go. And then I'm probably gonna take it on a test drive and make sure that it's ready to drive to town and get inspected. So let's go ahead and turn the keys. Okay, I literally haven't done anything today on it, so. Alright guys, so I'm going to go and make sure everything's buttoned up on it, and then I'll get ready to take it on the test drive and turn the camera back on. So we're pulling it out of the garage. This is the first time, like this is its maiden voyage. I'm only a little bit nervous. I mean, that's just the lie, I'm extremely nervous. So, all right, we're in drive. Here goes nothing. Very feisty. I don't remember the last time I was this freaked out. The only thing I wish was different is I wish I had my kickdown cable hooked up. I managed to burn mine on my header, so it's not really wanting to work right now, so I don't have it hooked up, which is fine. I can shift through the gears on my own. But yeah, so this is it. I'm still in the driveway, getting ready to pull out now. I don't see any reason it won't pass inspection, but that doesn't mean I'm not nervous. All right, we're on the road. This is also the first time I've been on the road by myself. Normally I have somebody with me. I have a 1/2-inch ratchet and a flat blade screwdriver for the carburetor. The wrench is for in case I decide I need to disconnect the battery. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. Yeah, so I'm gonna just focus on driving right now. I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'll update you guys in a few minutes. Alright guys, so we've just made it a few miles. We're hitting my local town here. Temps and everything look good. Oil pressure good. Voltage looks good. I would like for it to be a little bit higher. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that's the alternator or what. Sitting about 13 volts, but it's still over 12, so we're good. Brakes are working just fine. Everything's going super smooth right now. Cruising doing about 50. I was hitting about maybe 2,000 RPM, which isn't bad at all. And I really hope you guys can hear me. But I'm about ready to hit a stretch of highway where I do 55 and I have the windows down, so it's going to get kind of loud. So I'll turn the camera back off. But everything's going great, and my nerves are still going. My heart is beating really fast. I'm just extremely nervous. I mean, everything lines up. Everything's good. It's just, you know, everything is always good until it's not. So you guys know how it goes. But I'm about ready to hit the highway, so I'll update you guys whenever I make it. Alright guys, so I just made it, so I'm gonna head inside, but I made it safe. No issues with the car so far. Let's see. Okay, so we passed inspection. It did die on me. The battery died on him. He had to jump it for me. I'm not quite for sure what's going on with it. I've had some issues with it the last few days. I have a feeling it's probably all the gauges and stuff I have hooked up because I got the tack now, the electric fans, the headlights. So I have a feeling it might be that because the fans will stay running until it cools down. But so it passed, so I'm gonna head to the DMV and I'll update you guys after. Alright guys, it is officially a legal Nova and can be driven on the street. Hang on one second, I'll update you guys on something kind of cool. Okay, so the battery died on me again whenever I went into the DMV. I had one of the coolest experiences though. There's this older lady,
she was telling me how she wanted to jumpstart my car for me because she had a bad day and she felt like she could do a good deed for someone to maybe turn their day around. So that was really cool, and she was just the sweetest old thing. That right there is really cool. She told me to go trade my car in. She said now go. She says get it started up and take it to Moberly Motors, get your money's worth. Of course, that's not going to happen, but yeah, that was really cool, and I think that made my day. I'm going to head to go get gas, but I'm not going to be able to shut it off, so it's a little bit risky. But I don't want to get home because I only have a quarter tank because I've only been filling up with the gas tank at the house. So I'm gonna get gas, head home, and figure out what's going on with this battery. I don't know if I just need to take this battery up to Walmart or what. I'm not for sure. But anyway, so I'm gonna end the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a longer video of mine. Lasted, I think I've been recording it for 3 or 4 days now. I have no clue how I'm gonna put it all together yet because I just got videos all over the place. I didn't end up using the LEDs. I didn't end up using the exhaust tips from the intro, so I have no clue what I'm gonna do about it. But I'm gonna get it figured out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.